Property can be a lucrative game, but how do you grow from a humble home to a profitable portfolio? Sunrise consumer correspondent Sean White caught up with a Sydney investor who started with $25,000 in savings from work as a tutor and waiter and turned it into a $5 million portfolio.
Owning a home is the great Australian dream, and some people dream even bigger, investing in property. But
it's getting a little tougher out there for rent investors in this current climate. With rising interest rates, what that means is the cost to hold the investment property can get a lot greater.
In 2011, Sydney resident Colin Lee took $25,000 in savings, and with some help from his mum and dad, he bought his first house.
And so I just, grit my teeth, saved up as much as possible, spend less. And that was really how I got started.
He purchased a 2-bedroom flat, and as a first home buyer, Colin was able to capitalise on stamp duty exemptions, plus the first home owner's grant. It's currently $10,000 in many states, but it jumps to $15,000 in Queensland and South Australia, and double that in Tassie. But how does one property become many?
The more properties you have exposed in the growth of the market, the more you're able to leverage that and continue to utilise that to as a deposit for the next and the next.
And with the leverage, Colin bought his second place.
It's really a combination of equity, which is the capital growth from that first property, and my savings.
But with the official interest rate at a 6-year high of 1.85% and further increases on the horizon, it's not always so simple.
You've got to look at how much rent you're taking in on the investment property and what your repayments are, as well as adding to that what your rental is at the property you're living at. It can get a little tough at the moment, and I think rent investors really need to look at their budget closely.
And where to buy.
The rent investors that have done the best are the ones that have looked at really affordable locations with really strong rental demand. They've always had tenants, and tenants have been paying really good rental returns.
But that's not all you need to consider.
Buy properties into areas that are good, close to infrastructure and investment from the state and local governments. You've got hospitals and aged care facilities.
Suburbs with more owner-occupiers have also had the best capital growth. They're all tips that Colin has used, and he now rakes in $150,000 every year, thanks to his 7 investment properties.
Properties are generally quite forgiving, so the longer you hold it, the luckier you're going to be. The properties have given me freedom and flexibility to do the things that I enjoy with my family and with the people that I love.
Sean White, 7 News.